everyone, it's Martha. Welcome to my channel. My channel is mostly crafts and DIYs, but I also do skincare every once in a while. I'll do makeup. If I'm doing like some planting, I'll do that as well in the yard. Like I have planted some tomatoes right now that I'm a little bit upset about because I think some kind of a bug has gotten to them and eaten some of the leaves. So I'm trying to work with that to see if I could save it. Anyway, I just do different things. And today's craft, I have an inspiration piece that I try to do something similar to it because I loved it so much when I saw it. I was at church the other day. We have a small chapel in my church, and so I was there and they had this beautiful little arrangement of flowers, and I thought it was artificial. And when I got close to it, because I took a picture because I wanted to make something similar because it just really called my attention. I saw that it was real flowers, and so I didn't want to make it with real flowers, of course, but I wanted to make something very similar because I loved that little arrangement and the base that it was in and everything. So I took 2 pictures, and so I worked with those pictures. I went to the dollar store and I bought what I thought I needed in order to make something very similar. And I did do that, and I think it came out really, really beautiful. I love the way that it turned out. I spent $10 in things, you guys, and I really truly believe that if I were to go buy this at the store, I would not pay under $40. So I just enjoy making it, and at the same time, I'm saving money. And so, yes, sometimes I'm like, okay, where am I going to put this new item? I do put away and, store and then put some other, just to change around the decor of the house. So I don't always have the same decors. I love to create. I never really knew how much I liked creating things until recently. I was always so busy before, when your kids are young and you have, you're so busy taking them to school functions and picking them up at school and taking them and helping them with their homework and it's just so busy that I guess I never really had too much time until now. I love to share it with you guys. I love to film it and, share it with you guys and maybe inspire you to also create something that you enjoy. Once again, I want to thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And so I hope that you enjoy it, like I said. And now I'm going to start the video and show you what it is that I made. So take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna get to work and try to make something like the picture that I just showed you. These are the things I bought at Dollar Tree. I bought 4 pieces of the wood, some roses. I had some paint. I'm gonna use some hot glue and some foam, some floral foam. So let's get started. I'm gonna start out by mixing a couple of paints, and I guess any beige that you might have and a brown is what I'm using, and I'm gonna mix those 2 until I get more or less the color that I want, similar to the one in the box that I saw at church. Okay, you guys, and that's pretty much the color that I wanted. So I'm going to get my gloves on, and as you can see, I bought 2 rectangular pieces of wood and 2 square pieces of wood. I'm going to paint the smooth surface of the 4 pieces of wood and all the little edges around it. So let's start doing that, and then we will continue. And if you noticed in the inspiration piece photo that I showed you, the wood is not a solid color. It has a lot of variation and it looks a little weathered. So I'm gonna get to work in trying to achieve that look. And I'm gonna start with some brown paint and I'm gonna dry brush it on the surface of each of the pieces of wood. And this is what it looks like so far. I think that's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna turn the pieces of wood around and I wanna paint the top couple of inches of the interior of the wood just in case some of that shows when I place the flowers. Now I'm gonna start working with the antique white again and I'm gonna dry brush some of that until I just get the wood weathered look that I'm looking for. Okay, you guys, so now it's time to put the pieces of wood together and I'm gonna use hot glue for that, making sure that the top part, the part that I painted in the interior, is all on the top part of the box. So I'm gonna start adding the hot glue to all the sides and putting my box together. Once I add the hot glue to the edge, I just put it in the place where I want it and I just hold it in place for a little while. It adheres pretty quickly. Okay, you guys, and our planter box is put together. So next I'm gonna get a piece of this leftover foam board that I have, which I bought at Dollar Tree. They sell them for $1.25. And I'm gonna trace around the box because it's going to be the base of my planter box. So I'm using a pen to just trace around the box and I'm using a pair of scissors to make the first cuts. But after that, I don't continue to use the scissors because I find that it just bends the piece that you're using. So I use a serrated knife instead, and it made it a lot easier. When you cut the foam board, you'll see that it has a white interior, so I want to get some brown paint and paint all around the foam board so that it matches the planter box. So I cut out some letters with my Cricut and I am going to stick those to my box. I know the original one, the inspiration box, did not have that, but I just thought that it would make it look really nice. So I printed out some letters in black and it says "Live in Full Bloom." So I'm going to transfer those into some transfer tape and then transfer them into the box. Okay, you guys, and I know this is a lot of steps, but we're almost done and it'll be all well worth it. So the edges of the foam board are dry now, and I'm gonna hot glue it to the bottom of the box, making sure that the top that I painted in the interior is on the opposite side. Okay, so I'm going to turn my box around now and press down really hard on it so that the foam board sticks really well to the bottom of the box. It's time to work with the floral foam now. I am going to open them up and add plenty of glue, hot glue, to the bottom of one of the sides and hold it down in place in the bottom of the planter box until it's completely dry, and I'm going to do that with both pieces. Okay, you guys, and it's time to start working with the flowers now. So here are the roses that I bought at Dollar Tree. I love the cream color. They're really beautiful, and so I'm gonna start snipping them off one by one, and I'm also going to snip off some greenery that I have so that I could add it around the exterior of the planter box. Okay, so it's time to add the beautiful roses, and I do need to snip off another little piece of the stem because I think I left them too long. Of course, that's going to be totally up to you how high you want the flowers to stand. And so after I'm done with the flowers, I do have a little bit of floral moss left over from other projects that I bought at Dollar Tree, and if I see any spaces in between where I could see the foam, I'm going to add some of that moss in there as well. Okay, you guys, and this is it. I'm done with the project. I think it's really beautiful. Like I said, I really love the way that it turned out. I know it's not exactly the same as the one at the chapel, but I still like it anyway, and it was just about $10 to make this beautiful project. I hope that it inspires you to make something beautiful for your home. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. I love when you leave me comments. Here it is on my mantle. Thank you for watching again, you guys. I hope you check me out on my next video. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.